Chiefs-Niners, 225 game on Fox. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55. It sound
54.
or 54. Sounds like there is a possibility of Joy or Nick Bosa and Trent Williams going to be back this week. So something the Chiefs have to prepare for. We'll see. I think if that is the case, we'll see if the Chiefs have improved off the offensive line, and hopefully we get about as good of a game as the 49ers Chiefs Super Bowl was.
Well, yeah, and to your point, if Nick Bosa comes back, that's a big lift for the 49ers because just like in that Super Bowl, when Nick Bosa was rushing, he took the two of the weakest offensive linemen and he was playing right end, rushing Eric Fisher all night. And he was using that bull rush to get in Patrick's face the whole night. And who knows? If the Niners win that game, Nick Bosa may have been Super Bowl MVP. And he was using that pass rush, the bull rush, excuse me, a lot in that game. And the Chiefs' right tackle, Andrew Riley, what does he struggle with? He struggles with the bull rush and the inside move. So if Nick's over there, he's going to be licking his chops, all day to try to get after Patrick. And another thing is, how do with Willie Gay coming back, how do the Chiefs handle all the pre-snap motion and the Niners running game? Because the Chiefs have struggled this year against number one receivers. Mike Williams, Mike Evans, Devonta Adams, and Stephon Diggs have all gone off. Debo, he's not the route runner or the receiver those guys are, but, he's a problem with his yak, and Brandon Ayuk had 2 touchdowns on Sunday, but those guys aren't what these other number ones are. So it'll be interesting to see how the Chiefs secondary tries to do that and try to stop them. But it's all going to come down to stopping the San Francisco running game and not letting their play action get cooking. Because once that gets going, then the Chiefs could be in a world of hurt, because then you have one of the most creative play designers in Kyle Shanahan calling plays. And he knows what you're going to run. He knows how to defend that and beat it. So it'll be a good test for this defense going into the bye week after this game.
Yeah, and I think the Niners were looking a little bit ahead of this game where they it was their second game out on the East Coast that I think they actually stayed out there after playing the Panthers last week and then playing the Falcons this week. Sounds like they stayed out east, and it kind of showed that they were a little bit sluggish, a little bit off,
a little lethargic.
Yeah, lethargic, and Falcons were able to come away with a 2 touchdown victory. And I think another key too is the pass rush for the Chiefs, Dunlop, Chris Jones, Frank Clark, they got to find ways to get to Garoppolo. And similar what Dallas has to do with Goff is just get guys coming in his face all day and bait him into a bad throw, because Jimmy G will give you a bad throw. He's good for at least one a game.
And because also, again, they're not the most mobile quarterbacks. Like the Chiefs had some good pressure on Josh Allen throughout that game on Sunday. It's just, he's an athlete. He's able to make plays out of the pocket. Jimmy G, he's not that. He's a little more stationary. Same with Jared Goff. So you got to keep him in that well, and you got to make him feel uncomfortable. And then, he's going to throw it high, and he's going to, a pass is going to be tipped. And then that's when your defense has to capitalize on that.
Yeah, and I hope it's a battle, and I believe this is a preview of what Grant had as a Super Bowl prediction. If my memory
No.
serves me right there?
You got the Niners right, if you remember.
Oh, that's right, Bills. You had the Bills.
Rolling with the Bills this year. I really, really like that team, and I think I like how the Chiefs have progressed. They're getting Sky Moore involved a little bit more on Sunday. Eventually, Patrick is going to hit McColl on a couple of these deep shots that they would get to Tyreek in the years past. In this young secondary, I think the Chiefs are going to be good. But if I'm sticking to my preseason guns, I think they're maybe a year away from getting back there. And I had Bills Niners, so we'll see.
That's right.